And now, Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger, and I have another interesting true story for you about the historic Death Valley country. In telling this particular story, I realize I'm leaving myself wide open, for it's an important bit of California history on which no authorities agree. Even folks who lived through it left conflicting accounts. I read them all, visited the scenes where the events took place, and tried to the best of my ability to give you here at least the essentials of the story. This is my version of the story of the Bear Flag. Here is the pueblo of Sonoma, California in the year 1846, the northern outpost of the Mexican Republic, taken from an early painting. In command of the region with the title of military governor is General Mariano Vallejo. His is the house with the watchtower overlooking the plaza, where on this day, in early June, flies the flag of Mexico. In his office, General Vallejo is entertaining a neighboring ranchero, Don Miguel Ruiz. The talk, as everywhere else in California, runs to politics.
Things cannot go on like this much longer. Some kind of change is imminent. The settlers are talking of revolution.
What have they to revolt against? They don't belong here in the first place. But try to get them out. They are coming in over the mountains in greater numbers every year. Hunting, farming, trading.
And marrying. Your son-in-law is a Yankee, is he not? How does he feel about the political situation?
Oh, he's prejudiced, naturally. He thinks California should be a part of the United States.
I agree. If I were head of this country, I would ask for annexation at once.
General Vallejo, how can you make such a statement?
You know as well as I do what our Mexican government is like. Weak, divided, corrupt.
Nevertheless, it's ours. That flag that flies out there is the flag we owe allegiance to.
I am simply being realistic, my friend. The great powers of the world all have their eyes on California. One of them will move in on us and take over. Russia, perhaps.
Heaven forbid.
She has been creeping steadily down the coast. The United States is the one to which we should belong.
Can't the garrison defend Sonoma?
What garrison have we? A few rusty soldiers, which I pay out of my own pocket. A few pieces of artillery. If we had an invasion, we would be defenseless.
Then you really think it's imminent?
General Castro at Monterrey expects trouble. He has just commandeered 200 head of horses from this region to be used in case of attack.
I have half a mind to send the women of my family down to Monterrey until this crisis is over. There's no protection at the ranch.
I hope I'm not alarming you unduly.
No, indeed, no. I helped put this flag in California, but we threw off the yoke of Spain. I, for one, hope it continues to fly here.
The corral's just ahead. This time of the morning, they'll still be asleep. So we can take them by surprise. Let's shoot them down. No, not unless they put up a fight. The horses are all we want. Ready? Ready. What is the meaning of this? Get your hands up, all of you. We got you covered. All right, boys. Open the corral and start running them out. These horses are the property of General Castro. We know what he wants them for. To drive the Americans out of California. I shall report this outrage. There will be reprisals. Now, let's get one thing straight, mister. The U.S. government's got nothing to do with this. We're acting strictly on our own. Just a band of settlers? Right. Who are sick and tired of the way things are being handled around here. We'll leave your mount and your arms. You are very kind, senor. The name's Merritt. Ezekiel Merritt.
Merritt and his men staged a surprise attack. They drove all the horses into the mountains.
Yes, I know. The whole valley was buzzing about it today.
They are lawless adventurers.
Discontented farmers.
You should be wearing your hair in pins and combs now, Margarita.
This way is more comfortable, Mama.
You're a woman grown.
Just 16.
And soon to be married.
How soon?
We are arranging suitable alliance.
Oh, Mama, you are so formal. As if I didn't know.
Your father told you?
Rod himself told me.
Rodrigo, my dear. When have you seen him alone?
A number of times.
When your father was supposedly present.
Mama, how else could I have learned to love him?
That's not important.
To Americans it is.
You're not an American.
My name is Brown.
But remember, on your mother's side, you are a Ruiz, one of the oldest families of Mexico.
Mercedes, Maggie, we have something to discuss with you.
Is it about my wedding?
No. The country around here is in a state of unrest. Under the circumstances, Harvey and I think it would be wiser if you and your mother went down to Monterey.
You think so, sir, not I.
You said you were willing.
I am. But I don't regard the situation as particularly dangerous.
I tell you, now that those Americans have tasted blood. Anyway, I feel the ladies will be safer in Monterey, under the protection of my old friend, General Castro.
You will go with us, Harvey?
I'm afraid not, my dear. I have responsibilities here.
And you, Father?
I shall remain here, too, of course.
Oh, dear. I wish I were a man.
You will enjoy the capital, Chiquita.
There are many fine shops there. Perhaps we can buy the silk for your wedding gown.
That will be lovely. I'd like to see Rod once more before I go.
I'll send him word.
Harvey.
Why shouldn't she have a chance to say goodbye to him alone?
Of course you should be where no harm can befall you. But I shall miss you most desperately.
The minute my back is turned, you'll be serenading some other senorita.
Querida.
My mother's watching us from the window.
How long will you be gone?
Until things settle down.
That could be months, years.
Then I would be an old woman, of 21 perhaps.
I think I should go to Monterey, too. Join General Castro's army.
Fight against the Americans?
Or anyone else who threatens California.
I wish the Americans would take us over.
Maggie, that's treason.
No, it's destiny. My father says so.
There is danger. I shall go with you as far as Sonoma.
Rod, would you? Could you?
Anything to put off the moment when we have to say goodbye.
We've struck the first blow. Now, while the iron is hot, we got to strike another one.
Yeah! Fighting forward's my moniker. Let's go.
We'll ride on Sonoma without delay.
Sonoma? What do you say, Ide?
I say capture Sonoma, and the Californians won't have a rallying point north of the bay.
Yeah!
We've only a handful of men. How can we take a whole pueblo, Mr. Merritt?
Same way we took the horses. We'll stage a surprise attack at dawn. There are no sentries in Sonoma.
We'll surround the Commandante's house.
And arrest him and all the other high monkey monks.
And take over the keys of the public buildings. And their ammunition.
It'll be a cinch. We'll show those Spaniards who's running California. Yeah!
I hesitate to ask for an escort for my ladies to Monterrey, General, when I know how short-handed the garrison is here.
A couple less soldiers will make no difference. 2 will be enough.
Oh, quite.
I will arrange it at once.
Thank you.
When will they be leaving?
They are due to arrive here at Sonoma any moment. My son-in-law comes with them. He is to stay with our old friends, the Hernandez, next door.
For safety's sake, you had best get them off for Monterrey at dawn.
Then you do think the situation is dangerous, huh, General?
Nothing would surprise me at this point. Look out there at the plaza in the sun. Quiet, sleepy. Yet who knows? It may be just the calm before the storm.
Come, Margarita, Mercedes. On your way while all is quiet.
It's good you can get such an early start. It's barely daylight.
You have my letter for General Castro?
Yes, in a safe place. I wish I didn't have to leave you, Harvey.
No, the whole thing's nonsense, in my opinion. Just because a handful of settlers run some horses off from a corral is... What's that?
Stand back and you won't get hurt, but don't try to leave the plaza.
That's Vallejo's place with the watchtower. Cover all the exits. Make sure nobody escapes. Vallejo! Come on out! Come on, surrender yourself!
Come out of there, we're
The rebellion has come sooner than I expected.
We got you surrounded. You can't escape.
Come out to surrender!
You want me to break the door down? No. Give him a chance to open up.
What are they going to do to him?
Perhaps he can escape out the back way.
Not General Vallejo. He'll face them.
Vallejo!
I apologize for keeping you waiting, but I was not dressed. What is it you gentlemen wish?
You're under arrest, General Vallejo.
By whose authority?
The Republic of California.
Which one of you is the leader?
I am. Ezekiel Merritt.
Then perhaps you will come inside where we can discuss matters more comfortably.
You think it's a trap?
I'll take these 2 men and go inside. The rest of you stay out here. Hyde, you're in charge. I won't be long.
You don't suppose they'll kill him in cold blood?
Well, they're not butchers.
I wouldn't put anything past them. And you insisted there was no danger.
Now, what can I do for you gentlemen?
There ain't no use beating around the bush, General. We're plain folks. We believe in plain talk. We're establishing a new government here in California, an independent republic. That comes as a nasty shock to you, I reckon.
No. I have been expecting something of the sort, though not at this hour of the morning. You must be weary after riding all night. I will order refreshments.
You're under arrest, General Vallejo.
Before we discuss details, I think we had better have some wine. Or perhaps you gentlemen prefer brandy.
Don't you understand, sir? You are our prisoner.
And you are my guests. Be seated, gentlemen.
Wonder what's taking them so long.
Oh, the Spanish take forever with their formalities.
Nothing formal about this. We want action. Hurry up in there, Merritt. Don't keep us waiting out here all day.
What's going on up there?
They're growing restless. I don't like the sound of it at all.
So this is the way you occupy your time, drinking.
May I offer you some wine, senor?
Now we're here on business. Blamed important business.
It has all been attended to. I am under arrest. I have delivered the keys to the public property of Sonoma. I have relinquished what arms we possess. I fear you will find them sadly inadequate. And guarantees have been drawn up on both sides.
You're taking all this pretty calmly, it seems to me.
I have always been a friend of the Americans. Perhaps because I was born on the 4th of July, your Independence Day.
Well, I'll be darned.
I have openly advocated annexation to the United States, believing it would offer the greatest future for California, which I love.
Understand, sir, we have no personal quarrel with you.
Thank you.
Well, guess that pretty well covers it from both sides. We, the undersigned, members of the Republican Party in California, having taken General M.G. Vallejo, Lieutenant Colonel Victor Perdon, and Captain Salvador Vallejo as prisoners, pledge ourselves that we will not disturb private property, molest themselves, their families, or the citizens of the town of Sonoma.
Sonoma is spelled with an S, not a Z.
This one's for your signature.
Being prisoners of war, we pledge our word of honor we will not take up arms against the said armed force. Very well.
Here they come. Senor Vallejo, they cannot do this to you.
I am in no personal danger, my friend.
Where are they taking you?
Sutter's Fort. William Hyde will remain here as commander-in-chief until our return. Yeah! Let's go.
What are we going to put in its place, Hyde?
The Stars and Stripes.
Well, we can't do that. That's the United States. We're the California Republic.
Well, then, make a new flag.
Out of what?
Well, there must be stuff around town.
I seen a woman's red flannel petticoat hanging on a clothesline as we rode in.
Trust Hank for that.
Scout around and see what you can find. Cotton cloth, paint, needles and thread.
You know, Hyde, it's a good thing we got a couple of saddle makers in our outfit that knows how to sew.
Yeah.
And a piece of homespun that's never been worn.
Well, there she is, all done.
Now, what do we put on it?
California Republic.
Just that and nothing more?
Ought to have some emblems on it.
How about a star?
Who are you, mister?
I'm Harvey Brown. I'm a Yankee from way back.
Oh, I thought maybe a Texan suggesting a lone star.
No.
Say, that's a good idea.
We can't just copy Texas. We've got to have something that's really ours.
Well, how about a bear? A big grizzly.
Why a bear?
Oh, the grizzly's full of courage. Once his dander's up, he stands his ground.
All right. The star and a bear, and the words California Republic. We'll need some paint.
I think I know where there's some. I'll go get it.
Good. Who'll do the work? Ford?
Nope, not me. Fighting's my line.
Todd?
I'll do my best. I've got an aunt who'd laugh to see me doing this.
Who is she? Betsy Ross?
Nope. Mrs. Abraham Lincoln.
Well.
Republic.
Say, you left out the L.
Now, how did I ever come to do that? And I can't get the ink out now.
Put a tail on the I and make an L out of it.
Then the C's got to be changed to an I and another C added.
It will never show when the flag is flying.
Anyway, I got no choice.
Anyone would think you sympathized with their cause.
They're making more than a flag. They're making history.
How much longer do these rebels intend to keep General Vallejo prisoner?
It's been 3 weeks now.
Longer than that. They took Sonoma on the 14th of June. Today is July 9th.
25 days. And what has the Republic accomplished?
At least there's been no fighting.
There had to be a revolt. I'm glad they staged it just when they did. Otherwise, the ladies would be down in Monterrey instead of here, celebrating our betrothal.
I wish to propose a toast to Margarita and Rodrigo. What is all that commotion?
Colonel Miguel, senors, I bring news. The United States and Mexico are at war. Commander Slaughter has raised the American flag at Monterrey, claiming California for the United States.
Do they know about this at Sonoma?
A naval cutter is on its way there now from San Francisco, where the American flag has also been raised.
Well, that means the end of the Bear Flag Republic.
What will become of the Californianos?
Californians will become Americans. California will be the greatest state in the United States.
So on July 9th, 1846, the Bear Flag was lowered at Sonoma by a young officer from the United States sloop of war, Portsmouth, Lieutenant Joseph W. Revere, grandson of the famous Paul Revere. And the Stars and Stripes were run up in its place. The Bear Flag Republic was over. But the Bear Flag remains. In 1911, it was approved by legislative act as the official state flag of California, where it flies today with old